It's Super Bowl Sunday, but we just wrapped the day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, where we tried out the new food at the Power Up Cafe, checked out what's happening at Hogwarts, and you got the latest on construction at the Fast and Furious coaster. Join us today at Universal Studios Hollywood. Now that is a little bit more like it. Quite a change from last week. We were here last Sunday, pouring rain for most of the day, to the point where we just had to abandon our mission. But we're back at Universal Studios Hollywood today on this Sunday afternoon, Super Bowl Sunday as it turns out. And it is the kind of day that you order when you plan a trip to go to a theme park. You order, it's a Chamber of Commerce afternoon, as they say. I'm really looking forward to seeing the park today. I don't expect it to be super ultra busy, but certainly busier, obviously, than last week. Let's get into this. Let's walk down. What do they call this? I want to call it Main Street. What do they call this street? Actually, the whole reason why we're here today is to go right there to the Power Up Cafe. There's already a queue. Well, actually, it's getting close to lunchtime. We may have to come back here soon, but this is our goal today. This is our primary goal, is to get a calzone and maybe even a pretzel at the Power Up Cafe and enjoy that and check it out. But first, actually, you know what? Let's get into this right now. Let's go try out the Power Up Cafe. So, limited menu at the Power Up Cafe. They have the calzones, the pretzel, and the fizzy drinks. And then if you want, you can get a side of popcorn. But that's not really themed. Popcorn isn't. Each one of those items are $13 each. The calzone, the pretzel, and the fizzy drink are each $13. I'm trying one of each. That's the Power Up Mushroom Calzone, pepperoni. They also have the One Up Mushroom Calzone, which is spinach filled rather than pepperoni. And then I got the pretzel, which by all appearances has no salt on it whatsoever, but it does come with 3 sauces: mustard, chipotle, and what looks to be a white cheddar. And I did get a fizzy drink. I got the sour apple fizzy. I do love it. Looks fun. It comes with one of these you drop that in the drink and it changes the color. Shall we go for it? Just drop it in, I guess. See what happens. Get in there. Okay, it's soaking. It's soaking. If I stir it, oh, it's down there on the bottom. Let's stir it up a little bit. Oh, there's boba down there too. Fizzy and boba. It's taking a while. I don't know how long. Oh, there it goes. I just broke it. Oh dear. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, look at the fizz. It's reacting. Science! Definitely green. Getting greener. It's fun, at least. I don't know if it's $13 fun, but it's fun. Let's see if it's $13 worth of good. It's Sprite. It's basically Sprite with some boba in there. And then the little fizzy thing turns to green. It's fun. But I don't know if it's $13 worth of fun. I mean, that's cool. I'm enjoying that. It really is green. But it only tastes okay. Let's get into that Power Up Mushroom Calzone. That's cheese, I'm sure, right there. Looks like a regular calzone style bread. And it's filled, I'm sure, with tomato sauce and pepperoni. Very doughy. I mean, it tastes like a calzone. We gotta get a little further in there, I think. It's actually pretty good. It tastes like a calzone. It's not a letdown, at least. Very meaty. Here, look at this. The bread is red. Or the actual, That's actually pretty tasty. All right, I can dig that. And the cheese on top is fun. Looks like a mushroom. I'm having fun with this. Now, I was really curious about the pretzel. I'm trying to hold that right. But it's a bit of a letdown already because I don't think it's fair to call this a pretzel because there's no salt on it. Now, some people don't like their pretzels with salt, which is fine. But that's not a pretzel. That's just I don't know what that is. No salt. And the pictures, if you look online, the pictures have salt. I don't know what to make this. They do have the sauces. Let's try some. I think we're going to go for mustard first. I couldn't do it one-handed, but the pretzel kind of pulls apart. You can take a leaf and then its head or something like that, so it does pull apart a little bit. That was only okay. Tastes like a pretzel, but I missed the salt. Plus the bread itself, the pretzel itself, is very dense. It's not light and fluffy like a regular pretzel would be, a soft pretzel. And I think that's because they have to, in order to get that pattern on the pretzel itself, the fire flour pattern, they have to smush it down. And then press that pattern on there. So it doesn't have that same quality that a regular pretzel might. We're going to try the cheese. It's a white queso. That's actually not bad. It's a little bit spicy. It's kind of good. The white queso dip is kind of good, especially on a pretzel. I didn't mind that one bit. And that's the chipotle. What you doing? What are you doing? Beetlejuice here. No, I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. Don't like the chipotle. The white queso is the best. Actually, the mustard was only okay with this pretzel. I'm not sure why that is, because mustard's mustard, right? But the white queso, yeah. Maybe I just like queso dip. But as for the calzone, the main course, the main snack, not bad. It's not bad. It's definitely enjoyable. It's fun. You get what you're expecting when you get the calzone. So all in all, not too bad for the Power Up Cafe. The calzone was pretty good. I would have liked some salt on the pretzel, but it was still okay. The cheese sauce was good. The fizzy drink, I mean, it's just Sprite, but it was fun. So, we'll give it a fair mark there. A solid B, I suppose, if we're giving grades. I don't know what I'm doing. But there you go. That's the Power Up Cafe. A nice diversion from some of the foods that you can get here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Now, let's get into some park.
Taking a picture.
Oh my gosh, now that's what a pretzel should look like right there. By the way, before we keep going. And everything pretzel, but they got plain ones back there too. Those are only $7. I kind of need to know now why the Power Up pretzel, the Fire Flower pretzel at the Power Up Cafe is $13. Is it because they put the Fire Flower impression on there? I mean, I guess we got 3 different dipping sauces, but heck, I would just be fine with plain mustard. But never mind that. Let's go to Hogsmeade. Gotta say, man, it's a beautiful day here in Hogsmeade, man. I'm really enjoying this. This is lovely. It's delightful. Perfect skies. Not at all rainy like it usually is, or snowing. Although there is snow, a little accumulation on the rooftops there, but not right now. A lot of energy, a lot of positivity. We're heading towards Hogwarts Castle. I think we're gonna do standby at Forbidden Journey because I want to look at the queue. That's pretty much all I want to do. I want to look at the queue, and then we're just going to maybe skip out on the ride. I don't know. We'll see. Into the queue at 12:09. Posted 50-minute standby. So that's going to give us plenty of time to enjoy this queue, I guess. I'm already enjoying it. Wonderful. Oh, I gotta do the thing. Reached the Mandrake greenhouse area out here at 12:18, so 9 minutes so far. We've been moving pretty briskly so far. Not too bad. final observation that feels like the proper time to do standby might be before 3 p.m. There are I'm sure, a preponderance of annual pass holders using, the express lane, but they don't get to use that until 3 p.m. So while there are still people using it right now, not nearly as many as would be at 3 p.m. That seems logical, right? I'm going to have to do many more reps to kind of, flesh that out, but that's a theory in my mind right now. Interior queue at 12:22, so we're at 13 minutes so far. Into Dumbledore's room at 12:27. We are now 18 minutes in so far and still moving pretty briskly.
Not that the subject isn't fascinating. Personally, I
Into the defense against the Dark Arts room at 12:31. 22 minutes. I feel like that's pretty good. And by the way, this truly is the show, in my opinion. Like, I regret going through Express Lane last time. This is it for me. This is everything. I literally could just do the queue ride.
Don't worry, there's room for all at the match. If I weren't so busy, I'd ask some of you to carry my picture down to the stands. My house never stopped talking about Potter's Quidditch skills. I'd really rather see for myself. Come on, don't you dally?
12:36, and we've reached the last room here just before the mixed point. 12:36, 27 minutes. We'll probably reach the mixed point at about 30 minutes.
And after all that rubbish, I'll show you what these benches can really do. I'll ask you to refrain from interrupting me, young man.
So that's 29 minutes to the mixed point. Would be 2 more minutes to the vehicle, so 31 minutes all in. And they're already yelling at me about putting the camera away, so fresh bacon.
Please all loose change and stow them.
I don't know why I put myself through that. Like, that is just not a good attraction for me. Oh my goodness. We made it. We have to take a break here. Maybe explore a little bit more of Hogsmeade. They've got the shows that they do here. The Tri-Wizard Tournament show. Maybe we'll see how long Ollivanders is. Looks like 10 minutes, or maybe even now? Am I just gonna walk into Ollivanders? Nope, we have to wait one more rotation, it looks like.
How many here? Dark blue. How many here?
Can I have your family right here next to me?
Welcome to Ollivanders, makers of fine wands. Since the year 382 BC, I am the wand keeper, and you are here to witness a wand fitting. And would you like to hold out your wand hand, Vivian? Very good. Are you a Gryffindor? Yes, you are. But you're wearing a Slytherin ribbon, which is a little confusing. There you go. Thank you, Vivian. You may relax your hand. Now, perhaps you'd like to choose one of the boxes up here and make that box fly around the room for a while. And I'm sure you know the spell, Wingardium Leviosa.
Go for it, lady.
My word. I was right, Vivian. You're very powerful. Very powerful indeed. This is obviously not the right one for you. So, Vivian, I have some flowers. Can you see the flowers? They need some water. So could you please do the one to swish and a flick and try the spell Aguamenti? Oh! Well, perhaps your wand may be waiting to choose you. Thank you for visiting Ollivanders. Thank you for wearing that t-shirt. It's very helpful to know.
They're not props. Every single one of those is for sale. My golly. These are not props. I thought for a second there that there was just like a handful, you know, but none of that is built in. Those are all incredibly for sale. Wow, wow, wow.
Anything else?
So it's interesting how they have this room set up. It's split into two. On the left side, if you just want to choose like what kind of wood your wand is made of, be that hornbeam, or maybe you're like poplar or sycamore. That's your left side. You can choose your wand from there. Or if you want to choose a wand that identifies with a character, on the right side, they've got wands for every Harry Potter character. That character's wand. You can get the Voldemort wand, or you can get Harry Potter, or any number. Name your character. They're all here. So these are $64.99, as are the character ones. However, there are some, you can tell by the label, like that have the white label as opposed to the gold label. The white labels don't do magic. They're cheaper. They're $59.99, but they don't do magic outside. When you go to the windows, etc. So those are $59. And then way over here in the corner, we've got collector ones in this green box, and I assume the white box is also. These are $75. Just the one style it looks like, but that's a collector's wand. And now I really, really want to buy a wand. Even though I have one already, I just want to buy all the wands in there. All of them. Give me all of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share great news. Hogwarts has been chosen to host a legendary event, the Tri-Wizard Tournament. Yes. And now, our friends from the north, please greet the proud sons of Durmstrang.
You know, the best part about leaving Harry Potter Town is these two giant cranes for the Fast and Furious coaster that are just hanging out. Two enormous, impressive, incredibly fun-looking cranes that are going to build the Fast and Furious coaster. Let's go catch up. What's going on at Moulin Rouge? Just a couple weeks ago, or actually last week, there was no walls up. So since last Sunday, they have put these construction walls up. I'm assuming that's what they are. They're going to enhance our universe. Okay. I haven't even been in Moulin Rouge, so I don't even know what they've got in there. Anyway, let's go check in on Fast and the Furious. Oh my gosh, these walls are going all the way around the corner. Well, for the first time in a while, I've arrived at the Fast and Furious construction site and not been overwhelmed with the site of progress. And some of that might have to do with the fact that it's been raining quite a bit, so they haven't been able to work properly, and they're not working on this day. It's a Sunday. But one thing we'll notice, this is the most striking thing, is that what I would like to call some kind of, I don't know if it's a retaining wall or, you know, a fortified wall there. That's the launch area for the roller coaster. Half of that wall now has been fortified. It's concrete. You can see about the other half is still sort of just with the steel. We can compare that to what we saw maybe 2 weeks ago, where it was all just steel. They were all just, you know, a bunch of I-beams stacked up, and they hadn't yet started finishing that section for the launch area of the coaster. So that's basically our main visual takeaway from this site on this day. But I want to put the camera now in places where I haven't typically looked, and that is, you know, off to the side as we make our way, as the walls approach France. There in that, you know, that corner, that's the bistro right there, that white building, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually getting used to my bearings here at Universal Studios. And because it looks like they're getting ready to make something happen in this area. There is just all manner of materials and things in different stages of prep. Considering our angle, it's difficult to see where they're at in a given space. But you've got some wood, you've got some concrete, you've got some steel. It's all happening right there. Closer look at what I am right now defining as the interior queue space for the attraction. And they've made some progress here. It looks to be a little fuller in its development. Again, we can refer back to 2 weeks ago. And it looks about the same as it did then, although there's a little bit more steel today than there was 2 weeks ago. This is the part where I get a little nervous because I'm literally holding the camera out over the rail. I hope I have a good grip. That's the runoff situation that they've been working on. There's not a lot to expect for them to be doing on the side of this hill. I think the side of this hill is going to remain the side of the hill. I don't expect there to be a lot of show elements here, mostly just support for the coaster itself. I would hope, though, I kind of hope that they can find some way of theming that area, but historically we can say that they haven't really paid a lot of attention to the area beneath these coasters in this park or any other park. A roller coaster style park, I mean, like Magic Mountain, let's say. Even looking at Epic, I don't get the feeling like they're putting in a lot of theming underneath the coaster proper. So the side of the hill is going to be the side of the hill. I'm trying to imagine here what it'd be like the coaster launches, goes down that hill. I just like to imagine all the way down there past the fire department. That white building is the fire station. You can see that they've got that hillside prepped all the way down just before you make that right turn at Jurassic World. And then it'll drift back up and make its way back to the platform. Fascinating. Here's from the escalator. Dirt's gonna dirt. I wonder what those numbers mean on that wall right there. The 38, looks like 38 feet. That's normally what that character indicates, is feet. This is to the left of the escalator platform, and to me, I've been kind of curious about what they could possibly be doing here. My guess is, again, probably a support for the track itself, but you can see that they have carved out quite a bit of the dirt there. My guess is that's preparation for a footing of some kind. And then, of course, a long view on the side of the hill, which will remain the side of the hill for the duration. Well, you know it's not a too busy day when they don't put up the dividers over here to tell guests which side of the street to walk on. So it's busy, but not madness. Just gonna take a quick run down to the lower lot, see how things look down there. Check out Transformers, Jurassic World, and the Mummy. I don't know if we'll have time to take on one of those attractions today. I am trying to get back to the house in time for kickoff for Super Sunday. As I mentioned, today is Super Bowl Sunday. Where do you guys stand? Chiefs or Niners? I have to say that I'm probably going to be rooting for the Chiefs because I am a SoCal native, born and bred, Rams fan, which makes it impossible, basically, to root for the 49ers. It's just not allowed. The best part is seeing them getting scared for real. Like you go up there. I mean, I almost bought in for a second too. If I were sitting there and a T-Rex or a Velociraptor lunged at me like that, I'd flinch. I'd flinch a little. Looks like we're already out of luck for Jurassic World. Temporarily closed. I don't know if they're just down or I don't think it's a refurb. There we go. Mummy's back in action. 55 minutes for the Mummy. Standby. Panda's still closed. Bumblebee and Optimus Prime are out.
The Navy Nightmare. The Oceanic. Aquamarine. We are friends with Princess Peach. Do you know her? She's over there in the castle. They have a beautiful gazebo built for her.
Oh my God.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I agree, Bumblebee. Would you like to hold Bumblebee's hand for your visit? You could hold my hand too.
Wow.
I told you we were good friends with Peach. Anyone who's friends with Peach can roll with us. With Megatron is after us humans, but he can never capture the true power within all of us. It's the power to be ourselves, the power to be yourself. There's only one version of you. You're the best you yet, Prime. Remember, even though we are built worlds apart, like us, there's more to you than meets the eye. Autobots, transform and roll out!
Wow! Wow, that went from cute and adorable to inspirational. Optimus Prime making us all feel a little bit better about ourselves. I feel great. Thanks, Optimus. Transformers at 50 minutes. I wish I had time for that. I would love to see that queue today as well. It's been a minute since I've seen the Transformers queue, but we're just going to take a quick tour down here. I looked at the board earlier and I saw that Bowser's Challenge was just 65 minutes. Just, right? You know, it's wild. I walking into Super Nintendo World, but I'm still thinking about Transformers. Like, how do we get more of that into this park? How do you get more of what we just saw? And, you know, not just a screen-based ride, but something. Because that is powerful stuff. Watching Optimus, Bumblebee, and Megatron do their thing out there, if you could somehow harness that coolness into a bigger, better attraction, you'd make a fan out of me, man. So 65 minutes, yeah, for Bowser's Challenge. That's actually kind of light, but when I, you know, looking around and seeing this land, it's slower than I would have expected it to be today, considering how busy it's been in other parts of the park. Well, I should say closer to normal busy. The rest of Universal Studios is. This is less than usual busy at Super Nintendo World. It's very interesting. Like right here, I just turned around. Normally this space is wall-to-wall guests trying to do battle here with the Piranha Plant, but this would just be maybe 10 minutes to get through here, I think. I've never actually done any of the mini games, so I don't have any kind of idea of how long they're supposed to take. Wow, that looks like fun. I'm gonna have to do that someday, but this is the two-man job. You can't do that, the mini game, and shoot it at the same time. It would look ridiculous through the lens. So one of these days, when I've got Liz with me, or when Sophia is, you know, grown up. So I'll see you guys in about 7 years. And that's it, guys. That's our show for today. I'm gonna get out of here, go home, and try to catch kickoff of the Super Bowl, Chiefs versus the Niners. Go Chiefs. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed our show and want to show your support, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbake. Or you can follow us on Instagram at _freshbake, on Twitter at freshbakedisney, that's fresh with no E, and on TikTok at freshbakedisney. The traffic. Otherwise, until next time, thanks for watching everybody. We love you. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. Fresh Bake.